Decades ago on this sacred plain, armies from the north and south met in a deadly contest to decide the fate of Nox. And those that fell remain here in the Tomb of Valor. And here too on this killing field, a young leader, the hero Jandor, tired of mayhem and death, drew the line at the life of a young infant. The baby girl's name was Hecuba, the sole bearer of the Northern Mage's cursed blood legacy. Jandor let her live on among the ogres. Years later she disappeared, but Hecuba may be here now, lad, attempting to raise the dead, to fill the ranks of her unholy armies from the tombs below. She must be stopped. The entrance to the tombs is in the building at the end of the path. See if Hecuba's been here. You'll know. And careful, many of the crypts have traps against grave robbers.
Alright, welcome back viewers and friends. We're on chapter 4 of Nox with the Warrior campaign.
I have a feeling we could be excellent friends. That is, if you are willing to be my best customer.
I'm just looking what my options are for weapons. Let's buy all the shurikens. I don't know if I have the ghost in my compendium, but they're such low HP. I think they're only like 12 HP anyway, so I don't think I really need to. I don't need it. I might find a scroll as we search the crypts anyway, so. Alright, just look around, see if there's any secret gold hiding anywhere, and then let's head inside. Alright, so this is kind of like, I mean, this is just a total maze of crypts, and it kind of takes a while to get through everything. We start off with rats everywhere, and we then encounter some ghosts, like this guy here. If the ghosts get close enough to grab you, they stun you in place. Not really a big deal, unless there's other monsters around that are chasing you. Then it can become a little dangerous. Like that. You can't move for a few seconds. Ah. Where is he? So they are invisible. They become more visible gradually as they get closer to you. Eventually, as the warrior, you'll get a skill where you can see invisible objects and traps, that kind of thing. But we haven't quite reached that level yet. I think this middle pillar is breakable. Yeah. Got a cloak. Sturdy cloak versus a mighty cloak. Yeah, we'll wear the mighty one. Yeah. Just bats and ghosts for now, nothing too threatening. I think around this way there's like a little elevator. Yep. Let's head down. A lot of exploring to do. You want to be really careful here. This is an example where if a ghost grabs you right between those two blocks of spikes, then you could probably die. So just be careful. Alright, let's move back up to the surface. So this area, I think, is the first area we encounter the zombies. A little bit further into the crypts, and that's why I suggested earlier that we get some kind of weapon that has fire-imbued magic. So that's why I've been saving those swords with the ember magic. Oop. These ghosts are very displeased with that I am robbing their graves. Well, you don't need it anymore. Alright, let's head down. Next level. I think we're gonna see... Oh, no. I was expecting to see Hecuboss, but that's later on. Sorry if that's a spoiler. Oh, we meet up with some more skeletons. Tread lightly, that's our third skill. So that helps us walk over cracks in the ground that would otherwise break, and we would fall into a hole below. I don't think we'll use that spell for, or that ability for a minute here. So it's nice to have that collision weapon to push those skeletons back. Prevents us from getting whacked by their swords. Okay. Let's move on. Can't go that way. Just checking on these little holes. Can't go that way. Oh, skeleton lord, whatever they're called. Yeah, I'll take the kite shield. And there's some skeletons on the other side of those windows. We can reach through and take them out. Okay. What is that? Okay. Let's just gather a few weapons that we can later sell. Heading up. What's that? Okay. I hear a ghost. There he is. Alright, so this switch right here, you can use it to protect yourself. If monsters are chasing you, can kind of create a fire barrier. Anyway, it's not very useful unless you have a huge horde of zombies. Oh, more skeletons coming. Yeah, sure. Alright, moving on. Just gonna circle around. Ooh, got stunned there. Well, got 4 skeletons in there. Let's take them on. And and some kind of axe. Oh, that's the window that we were looking through earlier. Ugh, come on. And yeah, another dead end. Let's just explore everything. Grab all the gold we can. Got poisoned a little bit, not a big deal. It'll dissipate here soon enough. Alright, we have one of our first traps in the crypt. A huge stone fist that flies down from the heavens. That's actually a spell you can get later on, I think, as a druid. Or they call them conjurers in this game. So yeah, just stand on the opposite side of any enemy that you want to take out. We're going to open this door, release all these skeletons, and we're just going to be very careful. I'm going to save just in case I misstep. Step over here. Let the stone fist do its thing for most of these guys. It has a slight cooldown. But yeah, it takes care of most of these guys. If you accidentally misstep and get into that trap yourself, instant death. Got a few more skeletons coming. Just lure them right over. Okay, I think we're alright. I think there was one left back here, yep. He didn't feel like following me. Or she, I don't know. Alright, next area, I think we have to, oh, just more stuff to explore. More desecration of graves, no big deal. Yeah, this would be a great place for a necromancer to come visit. Get lots of free soldiers. So I'm going to circle back to that area. I just want to make sure I grab all of the shinies over here. Oh, I might be at my limit. Yep, I'm at my limit. I got to drop some things here. Get rid of a few items. There we go. And let's move on. Wait, I'm gonna just check these because the map looks a little suspicious. There's lines, if you notice. Alright, guess not. Let's head back to that door and head down to the next level. Alright, this is where we meet Hecuba, I believe. I'm gonna do a quick save.
Yes! Yes! Oh, rise my infernal minions! Mindless zombies! You will obey me and only me, for I am your one and only master.
Yes, mommy.
What? Are you fools? Obey me! Obey me! Damn!
So she's struggling with her powers, it looks like. I mean, she's pretty good at throwing fireballs, though.
Beware. Human eyes are upon us.
What strange sorcery allows a human to be here undetected? To steal my orb? Never! You shall die in this tomb, then join the ranks of my invincible undead legions.
So if Hecuba was smart, she would probably just take me out now while I'm in my lower levels.
Human. But first, you need to die.
But she underestimated me and let her underling try to take me on. Just stay close to him, chase him, don't let him get any distance, otherwise he'll shoot a fireball at you. Just keep hot on his trail. He does go invisible, but as long as you keep on him, we got him.
This crypt. alive.
We shall see. Alright, we added skeletons to our compendium. Now we're going to start facing zombies. So I'm going to give myself some distance here. Because I need a flame weapon. Let's do that one. Okay, like I mentioned before, flame is the only thing that permanently kills those zombies. If you use another weapon, they'll knock down for a few seconds, but they'll get back up. So I'm going to switch back and forth between one weapon for skeletons and one... Oh, see, I used the wrong weapon there. He'll be back in a second. I do get pretty good experience from these guys. That was close. So I do want to kill them. Wake up, wake up. There we go. Alright, let's move on. This entire wall is destructible. And I know if I touch one of these tombs, then we have a skeleton lord pop out. Maybe even two if I remember. There he is. Oh! I hit the tomb on accident. No big deal. Oh, some more zombies. Taking a lot of hits here. So the zombies, they're not crazy threatening. They're kind of like the original Dawn of the Dead, where they're slow moving. But if there's a ton of them, then they become very threatening and they become overwhelming, which we'll see later in the game, but for now, not too bad. Alright, some more zombies in there, but that's a gate that we cannot pass, so we're gonna circle around. Those blue flames don't hurt you, they don't take down your health, but they do drain your mana. But that doesn't really apply to a warrior class. So they're basically a non-issue for this run through. But as a sorcerer, or a wizard, and a conjurer in subsequent runs, you definitely want to avoid those. There it is. Alright, that noise that we're hearing, that's the trap being reset over and over again. Because the zombie did get smashed on one, and since it's not dead, it's just knocked out, it basically gets smashed over and over again. Where is he? There he is. Alright. Gonna open all these up. Grab the shuriken. Whoa. Careful while running around. That trap is set, ready to go. You'll notice by that purple hue that it's ready to go. Yeah, those look better. I'll wear that. Let's get the zombie off the trap. There we go. He'll wake back up if you get close enough, otherwise he stays down. Alright, that's locked. I need a silver key. Just hug the walls as you go around those trap triggers. I need an autosave because it's been a while. Oh, there's one key. Now I have to circle around to get the gold one. Yeah. Hug the wall, through the gate. And I'm pretty sure there's a zombie in each one of these, yep. Okay. Moving through. I am poisoned a little bit, not a big deal though. When you do the charge, the Berserker charge, aim at the feet of your enemies. Otherwise, you might hit a wall or a corner. Just a little tip for you if you decide to play the game. And while we're on that topic about playing this game, yeah, the graphics haven't aged super well, but for the time, back in 2000, I think is when the game released. You can run right past that if you're... Oh. These were amazing graphics. The story is a little meh, like, and the tone, I feel like the writers didn't know exactly what they wanted as far as how serious they wanted the villain to be. There's like a lot of like snarky comments and stuff that just don't really land very well. Anyway, so the story is a little silly. We have some silly characters that it's hard to take seriously, but the gameplay is super fun. In fact, it had a really robust like multiplayer scene where you would battle each other. People would choose different classes like wizard, warrior, conjurer, and you would fight each other. And it had some of the best like combat mechanics of any game ever. The reason why I liked it so much, and I still do, is because I was a huge fan of Diablo 2 and still am. It's a great game. But this is like a more fast-paced version of that. And I've read a lot about like some of the design of the game. From what I understand, the original designer wanted abilities and spells. Hold on, let's lure all these guys into the fire. So they're pretty smart. If they don't start in the fire, they stay on the edge until the fire dies. Let's roast them anyway. What was I saying? Oh, the original designers of the game, they wanted the abilities and spells to be like a sequence of keystrokes on your keyboard. So you had to like, the original idea was to memorize a lot of like combinations of keys to cast certain spells. We won't really see what that might look like until we get to the wizard, the conjurer run in the next playlist, but Westwood Studios, the executives thought that would be like way too complicated for players. So instead, now we have these hotkeys at the bottom, where the Berserker charge is just simply the A key, and the battle cry is the S key, and so on. Alright, we're getting deeper in the crypts here. Gather up everything from these. We have an auto quick save, which means we might be facing someone. Yep, we have a boss coming up. So I should have probably got some different weapons ready. This guy has a sword that hits pretty hard, so I'm gonna get some distance between us. Try to do a Berserker charge if I can line it up. There we go. Okay. You don't want to take on those warriors face to face if you can. Get some distance, do a Berserker charge to take out a huge amount of their HP. But if you miss, then it's getting hit into a wall, and then they'll be able to strike you while you're stunned, so be careful. Alright, I'm going to get rid of some stuff because this is some good loot here. Ooh, a longsword of flame, nice. Okay, moving on. There's some windows here, but they're not breakable. So anyway, throughout the years, I've bought this game several times. I bought the original discs. I did a little bit of multiplayer, but man, they kicked my butt. All the other players are really good. I think there's a Reddit subreddit for Nox to make sure that we keep some kind of multiplayer arena alive in some way. I haven't really explored those at all. I only really played the single player game. That was good enough for me. Spider's hitting me with some slowing webbing. But anyway, I love isometric games, which are kind of like these top-down view games. Like the Diablo 2, this game, Nox. Now one of my favorite games is Heroes of the Storm, as you can tell by all the videos I upload on my channel. That is also a top-down view, but that's more considered like a... what's that, a MOBA? Multi-online battle arena? Kind of like League of Legends or Dota. I never really did get into League of Legends nor Dota, but Heroes of the Storm is definitely one of my favorite games. Alright, we're going to run past all these traps. If you want, you can walk on the gray area to avoid triggering the trap, but if you just get to that edge and run straight, you should just avoid getting hit by all of those. I'm going to just run through both of these, make sure you don't stop. And let's see. More spooters. Anti-zap headwear. Switch to the fire sword, take out these zombies that tried to ambush me. They got sealed up into the wall, Edgar Allan Poe style. Oh, careful here. Where does this go? Oh, okay, we're gonna use our D ability for the first time. We'll come back in a second. Oh, we got another ability, Eye of the Wolf. So this lets us see the invisible monsters like ghosts and wizards who turn invisible, or necromancers. Alright, just gonna make sure I didn't miss anything. I feel like I missed some things over in this direction. Yep. Is there anything this way? Oh, okay, just a dead end. I'm glad we came back. Okay, moving back to the area with all the cracked floor. So I'm gonna do a quick save. It's been a minute. We're gonna use our D ability down at the bottom of the screen. You hold down the right mouse button as you click that, and you walk across all that. We are robbing lots of graves today. Let's intentionally fall down here because I think there's other things down here. There's some skeletons that try to ambush us. I think this goes to a wall that was previously blocked off. Yeah. But I think there's more stuff down here. Let's check a look. Nope, just a ghost. Okay. Let's head up. I think we're getting near the end of this crypt chapter. Yep. Alright, just making sure I didn't miss anything back there. Moving on, avoid that trap. Spiders are super annoying. So anyway, like I was mentioning before, I've probably bought several copies of this game, the original discs. I bought it on Origin when that was a thing. It might still be, I don't know. But then I recently bought it, most recently on God of Games, GOG, and that's what I'm currently playing it on right now. It is really funky, and it doesn't play very well, especially when you try to exit the game. It kind of like freezes your computer up. So it's a little frustrating exiting the game. I noticed. So if you try to play this game yourself, I think the trick I finally figured out was when your computer kind of freezes up when you're trying to exit the game after you're done playing, try doing Control-Alt-Delete, and then you can just like either restart your computer or almost restart it and then click cancel, and that should bring you out of the weird resolution issues, because this game, I think it was originally in like 480p, and so that like really messes with your screen resolution, and it's hard to kind of like navigate out of that, especially with the freeze up issues, because like when this was released it was probably for like Windows 7 way back in the day. Let's see, I need to change out some of my armor because we have a boss coming up. It's like an undead wizard who likes to use electricity attacks, so lightning bolts, that kind of thing. Let's do a quick save. Jump over these, no problem. There he is. So, like all wizards, just try to stay as close as you can to him. If you get some distance, he'll start attacking you with these extremely powerful ranged attacks. Yeah, those lightning bolts. Stay close to him. He does a little blink teleport to the other side of the arena. Oh! The shurikens help with the distance. Oh, I tried to do a charge, but I hit the wall instead. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, those lightning bolts hurt. Gah, I missed again. Okay. He got him. Oh boy, just keep your finger on that X key for those emergency heals. Finally got him. So that's just a little taste of what we're going to be dealing with in the Tower of Galava when we face off against the wizards. It's gonna be intense. It's one of the most fun chapters, but it's definitely one of the most difficult. I expect to die several times. Anyway, guys, I think that's the end of the chapter. Thank you so much for watching. I think the next one is the ogres.
Sir, help me, please. A mob of foul ogres just invaded Bryn, the village north of here, and kidnapped almost all of the maidens. One of them is my sweet sister Glinda. Please rescue her, and I promise you a reward.
Till next time, guys. Bye.
Hurry, lad. The women don't have much time. You must rescue all of them before the ogres eat them.